Hey, welcome to my video on frequency tables. This should be pretty painless and pretty straightforward. Frequency tables are just pretty much exactly what they sound like. We're going to make a table and we're going to tally up how frequently things occur on them. So I made up a couple imaginary problems, and this one is a frequency table for some grades on a state test. We're going to pretend that a class that I taught got these grades on their state test. So I made a table. Down the first column, I put the possible scores they could get. They can get a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. And we want to see how often these scores occur. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at all these numbers here, and I'm going to make tallies for them. Anytime one occurs, I'll make a tally. So 1 right there, a 3, a 4, a 2, another 3, a 4, 2, 2, and 2, 2, 2, and 2, and another 3. So we take our tallies and we get the frequency. We have 1, 4, 3, and 2. What I often like to do to make sure that my frequency and my tallies are correct is I like to count how many actual tests we gave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be 10 tallies. 1 and 4 is 5, and 3 is 8, and 2 is 10. This adds up to 10, so I imagine it's going to be right. So I organized some data in a frequency table. As you can see, it is pretty easy and straightforward. Now we're just going to answer a couple questions about it. How many people took the test? Well, these are the test scores, so every one of them represents a test. And as we just counted, there is 10 of them. Okay, how many possible scores are there? Well, what can you get on it? You can get a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. There's 4 possible ways to score this test. Which one's most frequent? Well, that number is a 4 there, but that does not mean 4 is most frequent. That is 4 scores of 2. So 2 is most frequent. And the least frequent is 1. Good news for us. 1 is the lowest. Okay, that is basically what a frequency table does. We're going to look at it from another perspective. Sometimes they're not numbers given here, and we can use a frequency table even though there's no numbers there. You'll see what I mean in a second. Okay, we looked at our favorite fast food restaurants in Messina, and I asked a bunch of kids in our class what their favorite fast foods are. All the answers were either Direct, Subway, Burger King, or McDonald's. Okay, so let's look. M, McDonald's, BK, Burger King, Subway, and J for Directs. Okay, anytime one of these occurs, we'll tally it. So we have McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, McDonald's, Directs, McDonald's, Burger King, McDonald's, Directs, and McDonald's. So 2, 1, 2, and 5. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apparently I made it with 10 again. 2, 3, 5, 10. So this matches how many restaurants we chose, so we're good. How many restaurants are there? Well, Direct, Subway, Burger King, McDonald's. There is 4 restaurants people chose from. How many people voted? Well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people voted. So our frequency adds up to 10, and there is 10 across there, so that works. Which is most frequent? McDonald's. And which is least favorite? Subway. Apparently no one wants to eat fresh. They're heading to the Golden Arches instead. So these are some possible ways to use frequency tables. Make sure you do your Khan Academy. And there's going to be, I think, maybe 4 questions on this. And how hard was this? It took you maybe a minute or two to do one of these things. So make sure you get your work done. And I have a most impressive video for you on Friday for those of you who get all their work done.